I used to think that I was just tired or overwhelmed or burnt out. But the truth is, I was actually just being lazy, and I was calling it something else. If your homeschool days feel aimless, if you're constantly behind and blaming it on chaos, you're not alone. But let's get honest, because there is a way out. But it all starts with confronting this head on. I'm going to give you 5 practical ways to stop being a lazy homeschool mom without guilt and without burnout. Now, if you already know that your homeschool feels off or like something's just not working, I created a free 5-day challenge called the Homeschool Rescue Plan. It's short, powerful, and it will show you exactly how to reset your homeschool without completely starting over. You can grab that using the link below in the description. Okay, let's be real. Laziness does not always look like doing absolutely nothing. It often looks like doing everything but the essential things. Here are 10 examples of what laziness can actually look like in a homeschool. Okay, number 1, saying we'll catch up later but never actually doing it. Or how about number 2, not checking math work for days at a time. Number 3, skipping read alouds for weeks because, quote unquote, we've been busy. Replacing actual lessons with educational YouTube too often. Constantly researching new curriculum while ignoring the one you already bought. Letting the kids wander around for hours while you figure out the plan. Starting school inconsistently, 9 a.m. one day, 11:30 the next, and skipping the third. Using the word unschooling as a blanket excuse for chaos. If you want more information about my thoughts on unschooling, please check out this video. Never following up on assignments. Letting your phone interrupt the whole morning, whether through text messages or through Instagram scrolling. For me, it was when I realized that we hadn't touched math in 3 days, but I told myself that we were focusing on character development. But the truth is, I just didn't want to deal with the whining that comes with math lessons. And I wasn't leading. I certainly wasn't developing anybody's character, including my own. But why does this matter so much? If the kids are alive and fed, isn't that really all that matters? The answer to that is no, first of all. But here's the problem. Laziness in homeschooling doesn't just affect your to-do list. It shapes your children. It shapes your mindset and theirs. And it starts to hollow out your calling. Let's start with what it does to you. First, it's going to erode your confidence. You're going to be constantly questioning whether you're doing enough, even though you know that you're not, because you're really just avoiding the hard things. This dog. Secondly, it creates mental fog. When there's no plan, every single decision feels heavy. And thirdly, guilt starts to creep in. But over time, that guilt actually turns into resentment. You stop feeling called to homeschool and you start feeling trapped. Now, let's talk about what it does to your children. Number 1, they stop taking you seriously. If your follow through is spotty, they know it. They also know how to exploit it. Number 2, they lose academic momentum. Those educational gaps just keep getting wider, but they don't even know how to say that they're drowning. Number 3, they get used to chaos. Those low standards, they start to feel normal. And that's actually the part that breaks me, because I have seen what happens when I coast, and I've also seen what happens when I lead. And let me tell you, Mama, the fruit could not be more different. So how do we fix this? How do you stop drifting and start leading again? It starts with how you view this whole thing. Now, this is where I take a strong stance. Homeschooling is not a lifestyle, it's not a vibe, it's not a Pinterest aesthetic, it's a vocation. It deserves structure, skill, and purpose. You're not just a mom. You are the principal, the teacher, most importantly, the culture setter. And that, I'm not saying that to make you feel pressure. I'm saying that so that you understand the power that you have. Vocational homeschooling is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters on purpose. Once that clicked for me, everything changed. I started showing up like the leader that I personally would want to follow, and then my kids followed. So let's get tactical. Here are 5 ways to stop being a lazy homeschool mom, starting today. Number 1, audit your excuses. Make a list of the things you tell yourself. Seriously, write them down. Go ahead, grab a pen and paper. Things like, I don't have time. I'm not a type A mom. They're learning something, right? I want you to write down all of the ones that you can think of that you have told yourself. Now I want you to ask yourself, are these actually true, or are they just easy for me to repeat? For me, one of mine was, we don't need more structure. We're just free-spirited. But what that really meant was, I don't want to commit and expose myself. And the minute that I admitted that, everything changed. Number 2, set a minimum standard, not a perfect day, a minimum standard. 3 daily non-negotiables, that's it. For example, check math, do 30 minutes of silent reading, 1 written paper. Track it visibly on a whiteboard, on a checklist, in your planner, whatever works for you, but clarity builds momentum. Number 3, lead the atmosphere. Your tone becomes their tempo. If you're scattered and rushed, they will be too. Start with your posture, your voice, your physical cues. Are the books laid out? Is your planner open? Do you look like the leader? Those small signals matter more than you think. Number 4, use rhythms instead of rigid schedules. Rigid schedules break when life gets messy, but rhythms bend. So this is what you can try. Reading time after breakfast. Getting math done before lunchtime, doing writing after quiet time. Keep the flow up and drop the pressure. This gives you a lot more flexibility when life happens. And let's be frank here, ladies, life happens every single day. Okay, so I don't like to go off of schedules. I like to go off of the flow of the day. Now, that being said, I do have certain targets throughout the day. I aim to have breakfast started at the same day every day. We always stop at noon for lunch, but we always get back to it at 1 o'clock. We stop for the end of the day, whether we're done or not, at 4:30. Number 5, eliminate energy leaks. This is a big one. What is the biggest drain in your homeschool day? Is it phone distractions? It probably is. Is it a messy house? Is it no plan? Fix one of them. Okay, ladies, let's be honest here. Your biggest energy leak is most likely your phone. I mean, it just is. It is for everybody. So I want you to start there. Don't start with your messy house. Don't start with not having a plan. Start by leaving your phone in a different room. Do not fall for the trap of thinking that you can just turn it on Do Not Disturb and flip it upside down. There are actual studies that have been done showing that your brain uses more energy and more concentration just trying to avoid picking up your phone than it would if the phone was in the other room. So even if you are not actively checking your phone, your attention is still being split because your brain is trying to avoid picking up your phone. Leave it in the other room. Just trust me on this one. Okay, so, just being honest here, for me, it was definitely scrolling on my phone. So I did have to start leaving it in another room, just detaching myself from the phone. That one move gave me back like 2 hours of clarity, 2 hours of leadership. Now, let's flip the script here. What is going to happen in your life, in your homeschool, when you stop being lazy? What is going to happen when you start showing up to be the homeschool mom that God made you to be? When you step up into that role, everything is going to get easier. Not because life is easier, but because you're stronger and you have made a commitment. So here is what actually happens. Number 1, you wake up with clarity instead of dread. Number 2, your kids stop resisting and start engaging. Number 3, you stop looking for magic solutions because your system works. Number 4, you're not exhausted by 10 a.m. because the plan is in motion. Number 5, you enjoy your children more because you're not just managing chaos. Number 6, your house runs smoother even if it's still a little bit messy. Number 7, you feel proud of what you're building. Number 8, your evenings are peaceful because the work actually got done. You stop comparing because you're finally in alignment. You see fruit, confidence, mastery, peace, and joy. And ladies, that fruit is not just your children, it's you as well. I remember the first time that I prepped everything on Sunday night. Nothing fancy, just clarity. By Thursday, I looked around the table and thought, this is what I wanted. Not perfect, but purposeful. If you're ready to stop coasting and start leading your homeschool with purpose, clarity, structure, and strength, go ahead and sign up for the Homeschool Rescue Plan. It's free, and it will give you the step-by-step resource that you need. And if you want vocational homeschooling to be your mission, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on anything. This, ladies, is where we stop dabbling and start taking dominion of our homeschools.